out. So intentionally bring it out, intentionally bring it in. So when I'm saying intentional, I want you to actually pick that leg up off the floor. Don't be lazy with the move. Pick it up, open it up, pick it up, close it. There you go. Be very intentional. You don't have to go fast, but you definitely want to be intentional about picking it up. Keep those feet flexed. As you bringing it out to the side of the chair, then you're bringing it in. This is really going to help to open up those hips that are probably tight from sitting in the chair all week at work. Now we're going to do the wide leg flow, which means you're going to scoot more to the end of the chair. You're going to keep your legs in this one position right here, and your arms are going to come out wide, and you're going to flow and lean. There you go. One side to the other. You're really going to feel that in your side. You're going to feel that in your neck. You're going to feel that in your shoulders and your back. Should feel all so good. Nice and easy. There we go. This is the rest and recovery period right here. This is the flex and stretch. This is where we show our body some extra love for all the hard work that it's done this past week. There we go. All of the pounding exercises, all of the tearing of the muscle fibers with the weight training. Nice and easy. And then we're going to, while you catch your breath, we're going to stand at this point. All right, so let's stand up. And now I'll show you our first move. We're going to start off with our left leg. 40 seconds of a dynamic flow. So put the foot on the chair right here. And bring the other leg in close. Make sure you have a nice 45-degree bend. And go over as far as you can with that bend. And bring it back. And bend. So just adjust the back leg to what's most comfortable for you. If you can't get a deep bend, that's okay. Don't worry about flexing it or stretching it all the way out. We're going to work on that on our static stretch, right? So this is our dynamic move right here. Really, that back leg is really getting it to it also, opening up that hip flexor right here. We're going to do the left leg, just concentrate, stay on the left leg, all right? So now we're going to have 20 seconds hold. We're going to bring that leg all the way out right here as straight as you can. Your foot is pointed to the ceiling. Your back is engaged, your glutes are engaged, and you want to come down as low as you can, and you just want to hold this stretch. Put your arms where they're most comfortable, either on the chair, either on your foot, or either at your side. Hold it right here and come up. Now we're going to do the other side. So you want to put the right leg on the chair, and you want to flow into it. This is your dynamic stretch. If it's easier for you to keep that foot pointed back and forth, you don't have to keep it sitting on the chair. You can actually move your foot back and forth as you're moving your leg back and forth. That helps with the actual flow. There we go. Keeping it moving, keeping it moving. You don't have to lock out that knee when you come back and you bring that leg out straight. Don't lock out the knee. We have another few seconds. All right, so get yourself ready. You might have to resituate your chair. Now we're going to stretch it out, and we're going to hold it right here for 20 seconds. Come down and meet that knee as far as you can. You're going to feel that stretch in your lower back. You're going to feel that in your mid-back. Your standing leg has a soft bend in it. It is not locked. We never lock out our knees or our elbows. Don't lock those joints. And come up. Now we're going to do the left leg. So you want to sit down in the chair right here, and your left leg is going to be bent. Come to the end of the chair right here. All right, turn to the side, and what you're going to do is hold on to the chair, and you reach out, and you come in. You reach out, and you come in. If it's too much for you to hold your knee in that bent position, bring it up a little easier. But if you don't have any issues, bend it as much as you can. There we go. So we flow out with the arm, and we come up. We flow out with the arm, and we come up. Your only one bum is going to be on the chair because the other one is really hanging down, okay? So you have 20 seconds that you're going to hold. Keep that same position and bend over with the arm out, and you hold it right here. You can bring both arms because your torso is resting on your thigh. Only holding it for 20 seconds right here. Your heel is up off the floor. Your toes are engaged to the floor. And you come up. Now we turn to the other side. That knees down. Hold on to the back of the chair and you flow and you come up. You might have more issues with one knee than you do the other. So adjust your position as needed if it's too much for you to actually hold this bend. There we go. Nice and easy. All the way out and come all the way up. All the way out and come all the way up. All the way out and come all the way up. Take your time. Nice, easy flow. That's why I said to kick your shoes off so you can actually feel that flexion in your ankles, in your calf muscles. So now we go into our 20 seconds and we hold. You don't have to put both arms out here if that's too much for you. You can leave that arm on the chair, but the bent leg is the one that has the straight arm that you're holding. Rest your torso onto that side muscle. It is strong enough to support you, and hold it right here. All right, so now we're going to come with the left leg. We're just moving straight through. The left leg is going to go up above your knee, and what you're going to do right here is you're going to bend over, sit up. Bend over, sit up. Bend right here and come up. This is your dynamic move right here, where we're actually moving through the stretch. The body is in a stretching position, but we're not holding it. So we're not doing a static where we're going to hold. We're doing a dynamic where we're going to flow and move through it. Right here. If this is too much for you, you can bring it down and just cross at the ankle, okay? So now keep it up here and we're going to hold, but we're going to bend from the waist and we're going to hold it right here. Should feel so good on that lower back. So good on those upper glutes. And the outer thigh also is getting a good stretch right here. Just hold it, keep your head up, breathe through it. Hold and come up. Let's do the right side. Right leg is up and we bend and we sit up straight. We bend and don't worry about if your leg is up here. That's okay. We're more concerned about the outer thigh, the lower back. That's what we want to work on. That's what we want to open. That's what we're stretching. That's what we're opening today. There we go. Nice and easy. Keep that leg close to the end, close to your knee. It shouldn't bother the top of your knee or the end of your thigh muscle. There you go. Nice and easy. Flow it out. And now get ready to hold it for 20 seconds. And bring it in and hold right here. Feeling so good. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Use your inhale and exhale. Let it bring you through that flow. It helps to open up everything just a little bit more. It helps you with your flexation. And stand right here. I'm sorry, not stand. Sit right here. Sit tall. So we're going to do a reset for 50 seconds. Then we're going to start all over again. So we're going to stand up and we're going to start on the right side where we're going to go back into those same moves again. But we're doing our rest right here. If you just need to just stretch out, I need to stretch my calves just a little bit. Come up on your toes. Bring it back down to your heels. Come up on your toes. Bring it down to your heels. You feel so good. Bring it up on your toes. Heels. Toes. Heels. Toes. All right. So now let's get ready. We're going to stand and we're going to start on our right side and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do our flow. So I'm going to change sides of the chair, get my leg ready. So now that you already know the move, you know how far or close this chair should be. So you're going to really get into it, okay? All right, so you lean into it and you come out. Lean into it and you come out. That foot that's on the floor, you definitely want to bring it up off the floor at the heel. You want to stretch out your Achilles heel right here. There you go. We're just getting more flexion in different areas of the bodies, not just the hip flexor, but you're also stretching out your calf muscle that's on the floor. You're stretching out your Achilles and your heel. There you go. Nice and easy. Don't stress or don't strain it. If something doesn't feel right, stop doing it and actually modify the move. Okay, so now we're getting ready for our static stretch. Our foot is going to be in the air. Our heel is on the chair. As you ever so gently bring your body down to hold that stretch right here. Oh my goodness, that feels so good in my outer thigh. That's where I'm most tight. So everybody's body is different. You're going to be tight in different areas. All right, come up, and now we're going to do the left leg. Get that left leg ready for the flow. All right? So you go in, and you go out. And you go in, and you go out. Use your arms if you like. You don't have to. This helps just to make that flow just a little easier. There we go. Using those big limbs. Nice. Come with it. Come with it. There we go. Using our chair today for our flex, for our dynamic stretches, for our static stretches. There we go. Almost there. All right. Get yourself positioned. So now we're going to get ready to actually get into our static hold. Bring that foot up to the ceiling as you bend your torso over to your thigh. That feels so good in the back of the leg. Stretching out that calf muscle. Stretching out those hamstrings back there. Keeping that head up. All right, so now we're going to get seated again. We're going to do our right side leg bend. So you turn, get to the end of the chair. Get to the end of the chair. Bend those legs and send that arm out and sit up. Send that arm out and sit up. There we go. I'm trying to keep my chair, so make sure that it's in camera view. Keep my arm out and sit up. Since I changed chairs, the side of the chair that I was working on, it knocked me off view a little bit. So you can send that leg back like doing a lunge. If it's too much on your knee, bring it in closer, okay? That it will be your modification. So now you're going to get ready. You're sitting on the end of that chair more than you're sitting in the chair. And you lean over and you hold right here. And static hold. That arm is straight out. That head is up. That knee's bent. You're on your toes. Your ankle is flexed. A lot going on right here. And hold and breathe. And hold and breathe. And come up. Now you're going to turn to the other side. Take your time. Adjust yourself. Find that knee position as we flow it out and we sit up. And we flow it out and we sit up. There we go. Come on, ladies. We got it. We got it. Use that chair to support you. It's there for several reasons. We're not just sitting in it. We're using it as support so we can really get into these stretches, right? You really want to feel that flexion going on in those knees and those ankles and that calf muscle. Nice and easy. And get ready, and we're going to hold. You might have to readjust. I'm holding on to that chair for dear life. Y'all don't want to see Coach falling over on the camera. And bend into it and hold. And breathe. Head is up and hold. And breathe. And hold. And breathe. And come up. There we go. All right. So now we're going to take that right leg. We're going to sit it on top of that left leg. And we're going to bend into it. And we're going to sit up. Open up those arms so those arms are not in the way of your bending. There you go. Bend into it and come up. This is so necessary if you sit at a desk all day, if you're seated, no matter what you're doing. But this definitely helps to open up those hip flexors, to stop you from being so tight. You can do these during the day to break up your day. Sit in your chair and do a couple of these. Get ready, reset. We're going to hold it in a bent position. Leg is still there, and bend over and hold. So these will definitely help you to stop being so tight in your hip area when you're at the desk. You know, sometimes you get up and it's like you can feel the stiffness. You go to get up out of that work chair and it's like, oh my goodness, you've been sitting there for about 4 or 5 hours not realizing it. All right, leg is down, and we bring the other leg up, and let's bend and sit up. This definitely helps you with your flexibility. It helps with your mobility, because sitting at a desk all day, believe it or not, is more harmful to the body than almost anything else that we do. It's part of our not moving here in the United States. We don't sit on low furniture like they do in China. We don't sit on the floor. We're always sitting on something padded and cushioned. So by sitting all day has helped make our derrieres more padded with cushion, okay? So that's why we need to move, all right? Reset. If you have a bone in your ankle, you might have to move your foot over a little bit more or keep it up here a little more. Just find your groove, find your niche, all right? And bend into it with your head up. And you also might feel this stretch in your glute muscles and not just the outside hip. You're going to feel it in your back. Relax those shoulders and your neck. All right. And now you want to bring it down. Okay, so we're going to do all three of those one more time. Catch your breath, reset. But now we're just going to do everything. See, my camera is all the way down here, ladies. I was having problems with this camera this morning. So now we're going to do, we're just going to do 30 seconds of static hold on everything. And so we're going to do 30 seconds of static hold on all of those moves, okay? So another couple of seconds to catch your breath. So we're going to start off with the left leg with the lean in and out. Of course, the standing. So we'll do this first, and we're just going to do the static hold right there. All right? So another few seconds. I'm going to set the timer. So let's start back on the left leg. Whichever side of the chair works for you is where you want to go. So get yourself situated. Put that leg up there, toes pointed to the ceiling. As you ever so gently come into it, don't lock that knee. Don't lock neither the one that's on the floor or the one that's on a chair. Keep a slight bend in both of those knees and breathe into it. And we're holding it. You should really be feeling that in your hamstring or your lower back or your glutes or all three or just one. It depends on your flexibility level. And breathe and hold. All right, now we're going to do that other leg. Take that leg down, shake it out, shake it out. Now we're going to do that left leg. Put that left leg on the chair and bend into it. There we go. I really feel that my hamstrings are tight, probably because I'm a runner. So runners always have that posterior chain, which is the chain in the back of the body, from the glutes all the way down, is always tight. So we're always stretching out our hamstring muscles, always stretching out our calves and our Achilles. They take on a lot. Breathe into it. A few more seconds and come up. Now let's hit the chair. So we're going to start off with our right side as that leg is going to be bent off the chair, and you come out holding it nice and easy. Your head is up, your arm is out, your knees bent, your toes are on the floor, and you're breathing, and you're holding, and you're breathing. Let that torso rest. Let that torso rest on that thigh. Don't stress yourself out trying to hold your torso up. You're just worrying about holding on to that straight arm in front of you and those bent legs behind you. The torso is going to rest on the other side. There you go. Get yourself situated. Have to regroup. All right. Find that position of that leg. Send that arm out, keep that head up, and stretch into it. There we go. Really, I really want that 45-degree bend in that knee if you can get it. If not, bring it up closer like that, okay, if it bothers your knee. If it doesn't bother your knee, send it behind you. Come up on those toes and hold that flexion. There we go. Breathe and hold. And breathe and hold. And breathe. All right. We have our last two moves, so we're going to take that right leg. We're going to sit it on top of that left leg. And then we ever so gently get into it. Whew, breathe. This is our last two moves right here. When we were doing the static, your heart rate was probably up a little bit more. Your breathing was a little bit labored. That's part of the, when we're doing a dynamic move. That's part of those dynamic stretches. It uses more oxygen than static stretches because you're just holding. And you want to breathe into it, relaxing the body, thanking the body for all of the hard work that it does for you. There we go. Kick that leg out. Bring that other leg up. Get ready, get prepared. That foot is flexed and we are into it. Hold on to it. Last move right here in our dynamic stretching and static stretching workout from the chair. Breathe into it, nice and easy. Feel that air and that oxygen going throughout your entire spine, giving the back some love, getting that blood flow in your back. There we go, nice and easy. A great way to end your week, a great way to start your